yourselves, and you're watching Bretto Live.
What is going on, guys? Bretto Live back with another video, and welcome to the Week in Review, episode 207. This is where we go over Raw and Smackdown, our WWE Extra setup style. In this video, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw first. This Raw was great. A great show of wrestling. I really enjoyed the show. It was out of Seattle, Washington, straight up north from where WrestleMania was held, California, and this show was solid, dude. I'll make sure to give my ranking towards the end of the Raw part of the video, and then we're going to jump into Smackdown about halfway through the video, so stay tuned, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. You don't even miss any videos coming up, guys. We got a lot of new videos coming here in this year. It's going to be banging, so without further ado, let's jump into Monday Night Raw. Starting over here, we opened up the show with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio once again coming out to the ring, talking about how his Hall of Fame and how his week, his WrestleMania week, was absolutely insane, but he did have to fight his own son, so that was definitely a downside. Of course, speaking of his son, he gets interrupted by Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio comes out, and I swear, Dominic Mysterio could not talk for nothing here. Literally, he messed up his lines twice. It was like, wait, that didn't make sense what he just said. And he realized it. He just kept going along with it. I'm like, oh my god, Dom cannot talk, dude. I was like, what is going on? But anyways, Dominic sets up a match between Rey and Finn Balor. So Finn Balor fights Rey Mysterio. Dominic does a little cheap shot to Rey while the referee's back is turned. As you can see, Finn and the ref are back there. And then I got Dominic doing a right hand to Rey with a steel chain that he was planning on using at WrestleMania, but Bad Bunny stole it from him. But there was no Bad Bunny tonight, because of course Bad Bunny last week on Monday Night Raw, when I was there, got sent through the announce desk. So Dominic was able to take advantage of no Bad Bunny. And then right after that, Finn Balor was able to hit the coup de grace on Rey Mysterio to pick up the victory. So yes, Dominic Mysterio did screw over Rey Mysterio, and this rivalry's not over yet. I feel like they're going to end it with a tag team match, Bad Bunny and Rey Mysterio going up against Dominic and Finn Balor, the Judgment Day at Backlash, or WrestleMania Backlash, or instead of Finn Balor, it might be Damian Priest. But anyways, I know Dominic's going to be in there. But as far as this opener, not bad at all. I enjoyed it. It was supposed to be Becky Lynch and Lita going up against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan for the Women's Tag Team Championships, but Lita got attacked backstage. By who, we still don't know, but I do have a very good idea on who did it. Raquel and Liv were standing right next to Lita when Lita was attacked, but I don't believe it was them. I think it was Trish Stratus. Yep, get this. The match is going. The match is great, by the way. I love the team of Raquel and Liv Morgan. I feel like that team's amazing. I watched them wrestle in person twice, and they did amazing. I love them a lot. This match was great. Trish took the place of Lita in this match and ended up taking the pin. So it was all Trish's fault that they lost the Women's Tag Team Championships. Liv Morgan and Raquel are the brand new Women's Tag Team Champions, by the way. That is awesome. I love this team. And then right after the match, Trish Stratus turns heel and punches Becky Lynch right in the face. So was Trish Stratus the one that took out her best friend Lita backstage? It has to be. Who else could it be? It had to have been Trish. So Trish was planning this the entire time. Losing the titles, I don't know if that was her plan. But yeah, she turned heel, and I called her turning heel, just not on this Monday Night Raw. I called her turning heel Mania, but I saw it coming here on this Raw. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. So yeah, spices things up. I like it. And these two as champs, let's go. Bobby Lashley took on Bronson Reed in a one-on-one match, and I knew we weren't going to have a winner for this. I'm like, they can't make Bobby look bad. They can't make Bronson look bad. Nobody's losing this. And of course, it was a double countout. The match was solid, though. It was an absolute knockout, drag-out brawl. I really enjoyed it. They fought outside. They fought in the ring. And I feel like Bronson Reed didn't want to take any bumps in this match. He reminded me of me not taking maneuvers and finishers for my brother when I was younger. Literally, because he kept on trying to get out of everything. Bobby Lashley would pick him up, he'd get out of it. Bobby Lashley has him on the top rope, he gets out of it. It's like, oh my gosh, Bronson Reed was reversing everything. But then a bunch of security had to come out and break him up because it was getting a little too out of hand. So I definitely don't think it's over between these two. Cody Rhodes came out and cut a banger promo like he always does. The main gist of this one was him talking about the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, and he did challenge the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania Backlash. So you best bet that Brock Lesnar is going to accept that challenge for Backlash, and Cody Rhodes is going to defeat and dethrone the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. It's gotta happen. Go Cody, dude. The Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis took on the Usos. The Usos looking to bounce back from their tag team title loss at WrestleMania. This match was pretty good. Any match with the Alpha Academy and the Usos in it are always bangers, so this match was really solid. Little shenanigans from the Usos during the match, but nothing too crazy. In the end, we did see a 1D from the Usos to Chad Gable to pick up the victory, and then they were reigning tall. I'm like, let's go, baby. Good for the Usos. It was a random triple threat match. Io Sky versus Doudrop versus Michin Mia Yim. Like I said, this was just a random match. But yeah, Io Sky got a match against them, and she was able to pick up the victory. She hit their really cool moonsault off the top rope, right on top of Doudrop and Michin, and then she decided to pin Michin, not Doudrop, or Piper Niven. Not sure why, but because she was closer to Doudrop, but she decided to pin Michin. So Michin took another pinfall here on Monday Night Raw, and her return is looking very bleak. Go Io Sky, though. She's definitely the best out of Damage Control. Moving into our main event of the Monday Night Raw episode, it was Solo Sikoa. Yes, I know that's Jay Uso. Going up against Kevin Owens in a one-on-one match. No Sami Zayn, no Matt Riddle, because I guess their plane was delayed. That's what Corey Graves had mentioned at the beginning of the show, that a bunch of superstars were late to the show. So I don't think everything that happened was actually planned on this show. Not sure which is which, but I mean, it still wasn't a bad show. But yeah, this main event was really good. I love Kevin Owens. I like Solo Sikoa a lot. So this was a good one. We had the Usos on ringside, though. They did pose as massive factors in Kevin Owens losing this match. Jay Uso hit a super kick on Kevin Owens when the ref's back was turned, and then Solo Sikoa was able to hit the Samoan spike to Kevin Owens and pick up the victory over KO. And then they just started beating up KO because they're still trying to get rid of the Kevin Owens problem, taking orders from the Tribal Chief still. So they start beating him down, and then they show backstage footage of Riddle and Sami Zayn finally arriving to the stadium, maybe getting off a plane, being late to the show, and then they run into the ring. They save Kevin from being absolutely brutalized by the Usos and the entire bloodline. It was pretty cool to see Riddle in this, so maybe we see a 6-man tag team match at WrestleMania Backlash because they're including Riddle in this now. We'll see. I don't know what they're going to do, but it wasn't a bad way to end the show. Not at all. But yeah, guys, that was Monday Night Raw setup style. I really enjoyed this episode of Raw. Just some solid wrestling, solid matches, solid build to Backlash, especially with Trish and Becky. Yeah, this was a solid Monday Night Raw. In the end, I'm going to give it a solid 3.5 out of 5. I thought this was a really good show. And now we're going to jump into SmackDown. Jumping into the SmackDown side of things, we opened up with our brand new WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They came out looking to cut a promo and not get interrupted, but they did. They got interrupted by the Usos and Solo Sikoa. The Bloodline. They got interrupted by the Bloodline. The Usos come out. Sami Zayn, Kevin, the Usos, they have a little back and forth smack talk. I loved Sami's line to Jay Uso. I don't think anybody is as better as you, Jay Uso, at lying to yourself. Because Jay, he lies to himself. Jay, I just don't think wants to believe that he's being used by the Tribal Chief. And Sami Zayn points it out every week, but then they always brush it aside. Because right after he mentioned that, Sami's like, I don't think you guys came out to talk. I think you came out to fight. So then they brawl it out. And then Riddle comes out, a little backup. Because, of course, it's 3-on-2 at this point, so Riddle comes out to help out Sami and Kevin, does a little floating bro action. This sets up for a match later in the show that I will talk about. But this, no doubt, was a pretty fire way to open up the show, dude. The Bloodline, kicking some butt. Sami, Kevin, Riddle. Like, this is just a banger way to open, and this also ended the show as well. Once again, I will jump into that very soon. Moving to our opening match of the night, it was Xavier Woods going one-on-one with LA Knight. Yeah. And Xavier Woods, I feel, was being treated like a singles competitor here. Like, he barely mentioned the New Day. He's like, I'm going to be the hottest draft pick this coming draft. I'm like, wait, what about the New Day? Like, what about Kingston? What about the current status of Big E? You know, like, is the New Day still a thing? Xavier Woods was acting like he was a singles guy here. But anyways, he took on LA Knight one-on-one. The match was okay. I didn't think it was anything too special. People were into it. I thought it was just okay. There was some decent action, don't get me wrong, but it was just alright in my opinion. In the end, LA Knight went to grab the tights to pin Woods, didn't work out, and then Xavier Woods, turnabout is fair play. He grabbed the tights on LA Knight, and then he was able to pin LA Knight by grabbing the tights. Nothing too special. He didn't even have to grab the tights to pin him. The pin would have worked anyway. Judgment Day came out talking about Bad Bunny and how he destroyed him this past Monday on the Raw after WrestleMania, and he got interrupted by Legado del Fantasma, aka Selena Vega. Selena Vega comes out on the entrance stage. I'm like, okay, she's definitely the distraction. And then Legado del Fantasma, or should I say the LWO, come up from behind, attack Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley, and then it turns into a match between Santos Escobar and Damian Priest. The match wasn't bad. Like I said, the matches tonight, I just thought were kind of mid. But Damian Priest did hit a South of Heaven on Santos Escobar to pick up the victory. But what I thought was really interesting was Rhea Ripley got taken out by Selena Vega again, dude. Selena Vega hits a Hurricane Rana on Rhea Ripley out of nowhere. Rhea Ripley goes face first into the barricade. I'm like, oh my god, Selena got the best of Rhea again. They're definitely going to have a match, and I guarantee that Rhea squashes Selena, dude, like a bug. But then after the match, they just started decking LWO, but then Rey Mysterio came out to even up the odds. He took out his son, Dominic, punching him with literally no hesitation whatsoever, which I thought was awesome. How he's not afraid to, you know, hit his son for being a freaking idiot. But yeah, Rey taking care of business with LWO, and I do like the LWO faction. I think it's just really, really cool and very nostalgic, even though I wasn't watching the NWO period, but it's just really nostalgic feel. It is. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez did get a little women's tag team championship celebration, like pyro, red carpet, little promo here. Obviously, because Trish Stratus did turn heel this past Monday when they won the titles. So that sort of overlooked their title win in a way. Like, people were only talking about Trish's her heel turn, not the tag team title win. So I understand why Trips gave them this opportunity to celebrate in the ring. And I was all for it. I was like, this is cool. They deserve this. They're a great tag team. But they did get interrupted by Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, their next challengers, and this is going to be an easy dub for Raquel and Liv. I'll just say that. Shinsuke Nakamura is back on Smackdown, and he's going to be drafted in a couple weeks at the WWE 2023 draft. But tonight, he went up against Madcap Moss. Emma giving a little pep talk, I should say, to Madcap before they went out to the ring, but it didn't really work out too well. Shinsuke Nakamura was able to hit the Keen Sasha kick with quick fashion over Midcap Moss, I should say, and Shinsuke was able to pick up the victory. It was a breath of fresh air to see Shinsuke back in the ring, in a WWE ring. It was cool. I've never really been the biggest fan of Shinsuke Nakamura, but this was pretty cool seeing him back, bro. His music, his moveset, he's pretty good. Our main event of the show was Solo Sikoa going one-on-one with Matt Riddle. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were on ringside, as well as the Usos. They both got ejected mid-match, and then the Usos randomly just come back. They just come back. What's the point of ejecting someone, referee, if they're just going to come back through the timekeeper's area? And then Kevin and Sami are like, wait, the Usos are coming back? We're going to come back. So they come back, they start brawling, and then that sort of poses a distraction because Solo is then able to take out Riddle with the Samoan spike in the ring and pin Riddle 1, 2, 3. Literally after Riddle was about to literally beat Solo Sikoa, the Usos had to come out and pose as a big distraction again. Obviously, I still love the Bloodline. But yeah, they always got to cheat to win, I swear. And then after the match, Solo Sikoa did dump an entire announce desk on top of Riddle and buried him in the rubble of the announce table. I was like, holy crap. So he basically decked Riddle. I was surprised to see Riddle take an L this early in his return. I thought that was pretty shocking. But yeah, Solo's he's freaking unbeatable. The only guy to beat him so far is Cody Rhodes. I'm interested to see who's going to be the next guy to beat Solo Sikoa. Or will Solo Sikoa dethrone Roman Reigns? Or will Jay Uso dethrone Roman Reigns? I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. But it was a pretty bomb way to end the show, seeing Solo on top, bro. He's definitely an underrated member of the Bloodline. I mean, everybody always thinks of, oh yeah, the Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief. Have you seen Solo Sikoa? I know he lost to Cody Rhodes that one night, but that was kind of a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Solo Sikoa could beat Roman Reigns. For real. But yeah, guys, that was SmackDown Setup Style. Not a bad SmackDown. Not as good as last week. I'm going to give this week's SmackDown a 3 out of 5. I thought it was a really solid show. Just not as good as last week. But yeah, SmackDown's been solid these past couple of weeks. Holy cow. Let me know your rankings down in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next week for the next week in review. Bretto Live. Out.